Unlike other projects in the crypto market, Quant has not seen any kind of impressive gains in the last year. So whilst many other projects have been hitting milestones, Quant seems to have hit a little bit of a plateau, or as it appears, actually faced quite a few setbacks. But big spoiler alert, there is not a single blockchain that will dominate all others. Various different use cases demand different diverse blockchains, and consequently interoperability among these blockchains will become increasingly vital. So while several other cryptocurrency projects such as the Near protocol are addressing interoperability challenges, Quant Network does approach this in a unique manner. Now, as we all know, we are approaching the brinks of the bull market and FUD has been out in force. QNT has definitely not been exempt from this, with rumours batting around of the team dumping tokens, and I think this has been further fueled by the comments being disabled on the Quant X page and also the founder Gilbert Verdian's, and that neither have really posted or engaged with the community as of late. So one thing that I think with these kind of things is that every project gets these rumours that are swirling around after a while, especially if they are slower moving tokens or they don't have the same kind of percentage increases as what we see with others. And this is where I would really stress that you have to do your own research and you have to make up your own mind on these. It's so easy to see the negative comments and think, oh heck, that's a terrible investment. But unless you've come to that decision on your own without any kind of outside influence on it, it really is just a little bit of a silly one. It really is almost like everyone has forgotten what stage we are at right now. Altcoins, in my opinion, have not even started to move yet. They haven't even started. And yes, we have seen some big rallies, but we've also seen some really big corrections. And basically the crypto market is just one big waiting game right now. So let's take a quick look at the actual project and what it is that they are doing. So unlike many other cryptocurrency projects, the Quant Network opts not to complicate matters by creating its own interoperable blockchain that integrates with others, and instead they're developing an interoperable blockchain operating system which is designed to overlay existing blockchains. So this approach provides both individuals and institutions with the intuitive platform to fully harness the potential of blockchain technology. So the Quant Network aims to attain universal interoperability among blockchains through its overledger OS blockchain operating system. Now, different from most other cryptocurrency projects, the Quant Network operates on a non-open source model, with a significant portion of its technology being patented until I think it was 2040 that I had read, meaning that you have to have licensing to use it. Now, one of the major things with the Quant Network and what can boost it, in my opinion, is the institutional adoption that we are seeing in the market. So their work with the Bank of International Settlements and the Bank of England has been known as Project Rosalind. So Project Rosalind served as an experiment to investigate the creation of a retail central bank digital currency, or a CBDC, and it examined the role of application programming interfaces and enabling retail payments with CBDCs and fostering the exploration of novel CBDC applications. Now, I think that as Quant pushes more into the real world use cases and real world projects, this is going to help drive the price of the token up as we see the increased adoption of it. So I obviously think that the experiment into CBDCs is important for Quant in particular, and this is because Quant is the first cryptocurrency project to be involved with these. So central bank digital currencies seem to be less of an if and more of a when these will start to be introduced, and being the first to the show has never been a bad thing. So according to the Bank of International Settlements, projections do suggest that by 2030 there could be up to 15 retail and 9 wholesale central bank digital currencies in circulation. So 2030, when I first read that, I thought, wow, that's ages away. It's only six years away, so it's not even that far away. So they are expecting quite fast adoption of this, quite quick implementations of it, and their research does indicate that 130 nations are currently in the exploratory stages of CBDC development, with all G20 countries, barring Argentina, progressing to the more advanced phases. So the increasing adoption of CBDCs does signal a significant change in the perception of digital currencies by financial institutions and governments, and I believe that this trend is expected to continue with further implementations anticipated throughout 2024. Now, it is all well and good to talk about the good things, but what has triggered the FUD spreading of Quant? So I do think that it is really important to look into the bad of every single project you are considering investing in, because it's how we actually stop ourselves from losing money rather than just trying to make sure that absolutely everything smells of roses and kind of looking for all of the positives to confirm our own bias on it. Now, I have seen the comments regarding them not really engaging with people on X and not addressing the retail's concern over the lack of price movement. Now, one thing to remember with this is that Quant are not targeting retail, and their target is not for people who are looking to make a quick buck in the bull run. Their sole focus has pretty much been on the institutional adoption. So if their main target is the institutions, they're not really going to waste their time on reassuring the 100 odd people on X that they are a solid project. But I also think that had they have taken a few minutes out to maybe post a few more updates or respond to a few members of the community, that it really would have helped to calm the storm a little bit. But I don't know, that could just be me and my own opinion on that. But I do think that kind of initial rumour would have been easily quashed had they just have put that little bit of effort in. But with this being said, I do think that the limited social exposure that they have is quite a big setback for QNT, because as everybody knows, marketing and exposure is literally one of the main things that can push a cryptocurrency project through the bull market, because if nobody knows about it, if nobody's talking about it, if they aren't getting updates on it, that is when they can get very easily forgotten, especially kind of in the midst of all of the chaos of a bull run. So for me anyway, the Quant network really does stand out as the silent force in the cryptocurrency space. So despite its robust and meticulously crafted technology, which is tailored to its intended audience, which is the institutions, the project does remain relatively overlooked. So QNT's lack of transparency differs from what would be classed as normal in most open crypto projects, but it is worth noting that there's no intricate network to effectively track the data. So since there's no centralized platform to observe the volume or the nature of activity within the project, surprisingly, this lack of public visibility may actually benefit the company more than if all operations were fully transparent. So overall, I do think that Quant is a safe bet for a 10x. A lot of people are looking for more than that, but if you're looking for kind of a safer coin, I would say that Quant is good for the 10x. We've definitely seen the uptake of it in the last bull run. We've seen how far it can go. We've seen the use cases of it coming out. So I think that we can expect to see some pretty impressive moves compared to what we've seen before with the institutional uptake of this. So let me know what you think about Quant in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.